today's video, we're going to be discussing the most notable Air Jordan sneakers dropping in the month of February 2022. Now, just as a quick disclaimer, and most of you guys already know this, over the past couple of years, with the way that the world is and everything like that, we've seen a lot of pushbacks and a lot of delays when it comes to sneakers. But at the time of this recording, these are the release dates to the best of my knowledge. But if they are pushed back or they are delayed, Jordan Brand can change his release dates up at any time, so just keep that in mind. Now, kicking things off on our list, releasing on February 4th, we have the Air Jordan 6 Low Lunar New Year with a retail price tag of $200. Now, whenever there's these kind of special edition sneakers, have a little bit of a theme to it, they always sell out. I really don't expect this sneaker to sit or anything like that. And I really don't want to beat the sneaker up too bad. I'm not the biggest fan of the Jordan 6 Low. I love the regular 6 OG, like the Carmines and the upcoming UNC that we're going to be seeing in March. But 6 Lows just kind of look weird to me. It's just not something that I would personally go after. But, these always seem to do really well. Like I said, guys, I don't think there's going to be like a ton of pairs out there. So I do think that this sneaker is going to sell out. I don't see it sitting or anything like that. So, put your footwork in if this is a sneaker that you want to pick up. But it will be dropping on February 4th for $200. Up next on our list, releasing on February 11th, we have the Air Jordan 5 Low Women's Exclusive, and this sneaker is called Girls That Hoop, and this is going to have a retail price tag of $170. Now, even though this is a women's exclusive, I actually think this is probably like a really nice gift for a woman, especially with Valentine's Day just a few days later. I don't think men should be picking this up. Like, no offense to anybody, men out there who want to pick this sneaker up, but I think that this is a really nice sneaker for women. So I do think that this sneaker will sell out, especially with Valentine's Day right around the corner. I think a lot of men will probably be buying it for, gifts for their significant others. And, women who, want to pick the sneaker up will probably buy it. So I think that this is going to do well. I do think that the Jordan 5 Low looks a little bit better than like the Jordan 6 Low that we just talked about. So I do think that this sneaker will sell out. And, for $170, it's really not like that crazy considering that we're going to be seeing a lot of, price hikes, whether it's just $10 or, $20 over normal retail price tag. $170 for this, I do think will help it sell out a little bit quicker. If you want to pick it up, it will be dropping on February 11th for $170. Now, moving right along to the next sneaker on our list, releasing on February 12th, we have the Air Jordan 5 Retro in the Racer Blue colorway with a retail price tag of $200. Now, personally for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the Jordan 5. It's just not a sneaker that I really like that much. They look a little bit weird on my feet and stuff like that. They're a little boxy. I'm just not like the biggest fan of them, just to be honest with you. There is some Jordan 5s that I really, really like. Most recently, the Air Jordan 5 Oreo that dropped a few months ago. I really like that sneaker, and I do get some of those vibes on this particular Jordan 5, even though it's not the same and it's a little bit different and stuff like that. But, I would rather have a sneaker like that or like an OG, Fire Red 5 or something like that. This sneaker right here, it's not something that I think is like needed in most collections. If you're trying to build up your collection or you just really like the Racer Blue, this is going to be a nice sneaker for somebody like that or somebody who's just like a really big fan of the Jordan 5 silhouette, which there's a lot out there. So guys, I fully expect this sneaker to sell out as well. I do think it'll probably sit a little bit longer than people probably think it's going to, but ultimately it's going to sell out like most Jordan Retros. Once again, this sneaker is dropping on February 12th for $200. Moving on to the next sneaker on our list, dropping on February 16th, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the Marina Blue colorway with a retail price tag of $170. Now, from what I've seen online, the materials on this sneaker, the leather on it, is really nice. But if you go out on the resale market right now and look at prices for them, just a few weeks out from the release, they're going for just a little bit over retail, like $200 to $220. Retail on it is $170. And I think that this sneaker is probably gonna, I hate to say it, probably gonna be considered a brick. And it's probably mostly because of the Air Jordan 1 Pollen that came out back in August, I believe. That sneaker, basically the same color blocking. Right now is only going for like $200 out on the resale market, maybe a little bit higher for like the bigger sizes and things like that. But I really think that that's really affecting how people feel about this sneaker right here. Obviously, there's another argument to be made that if you have the Royals, that you really don't need this. So a lot of people will probably shy away from this sneaker. I think that this is going to be one of the more obtainable sneakers coming out in the month of February. So if you're a fan of the Air Jordan 1, or you like blue colorways, this right here is probably going to be a must cop for you. It's going to sell out, guys. It's not going to sit. Jordan 1s never really sit for that long. But I think that this is going to be obtainable. I think if you put in a little bit of footwork, a little bit of effort, maybe hit your raffles, do the Nike Sneakers app and all that, I think you'll be able to get it for retail of $170. if this is a sneaker that's on your radar, it will be dropping on February 16th for $170. Now moving on to the next sneaker on our list, I think that this sneaker might have the most amount of hype and probably sell out the quickest. And that's going to be dropping on February 19th, and that is going to be the Air Jordan 12 Retro Playoff. Now this sneaker is going to have a $210 price tag. So guys, you know, that $190 that we used to pay, those days are over when it comes to retros. Now, this sneaker right here hasn't come out in a very long time. It's one of the more anticipated releases of 2022. I fully expect this sneaker to sell out, you know what I mean? It's not going to be easy to get, I think. Now, Jordan 12s normally aren't the most sought after unless it's like an OG colorway or, you know, some kind of, you know, Jordan 12 retro that people just really love for some reason. This is going to fall into that category. So I fully expect this sneaker to do very, very well, you know, as far as the quickness that it sells out. And I think it's probably going to be worth a little bit of money out on the resale market unless they make like a whole bunch of pairs of these. You know, it's going to have a higher, you know, retail price tag, so it's obviously going to affect, you know, what the resale is going to be after the release and things like that. But, you know, a lot of people really, really like this sneaker, so I think this is going to be tough to get, you know what I mean? So when it comes to the Air Jordan 12 Playoff, it is going to be dropping on February 19th for $210. Now moving right along to the next sneaker on our list, dropping on February 24th, we have the Air Jordan 3 Retro in the Cardinal Red colorway. Retail price tag for this sneaker is going to be $200. Now, right now on the resale market, you know, about a month prior to the sneaker actually releasing, these are going for like $500 or $600. This is definitely a sought after release. I put this up there with the Jordan 12 Playoffs that we were just talking about. So, you know, I think that this sneaker is going to do well. I think it's going to sell out really, really quick. This is a nice colorway. I really like the elephant print on the threes, especially when they do it right. And in this case, they did do it right. I really do like this colorway a lot. This is probably going to be a must-cop sneaker for a lot of people. I don't know that I'm willing to go pay, you know, resale for it, you know, whether it's before the release or after the release. But, you know, if I can get it for retail, $200, I would love to have this sneaker in my collection. This is a very, very fire colorway in my opinion. If this is a sneaker that you're looking forward to, if you like Air Jordan 3 Retros, you know, this is coming out on February 24th for $200. Now moving on to the next sneaker on our list, also dropping on February 24th, we have the Air Jordan 4 Retro, women's exclusive, and this sneaker is called Canvas. Now the retail price tag for this sneaker is going to be $200. Now we've seen the Jordan 4 just rise in popularity a lot, especially over the last year and a half or so. And this sneaker right here is definitely going to sell out, guys. Men and women are going to be going after it. Now, my personal opinion is someone who really loves Jordan 4s and pretty much have always loved Jordan 4s. This right here might have great materials. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but this just looks like a basic plain sneaker to me. I'll be looking forward to seeing, you know, more detailed photos or, you know, reviews online and stuff like that to see what this sneaker really, really looks like. But it's a Jordan 4, it's going to sell out. Resale value will probably be high like every other Jordan 4 that comes out, no matter what the colorway is. Now, when it comes to resale, normally women's shoes tend not to be worth as much as the men's. You know, they climb up, but they climb up in value a lot slower. I don't know if that's going to be the case with this one right here, but I don't know, the sneaker just really just looks plain. It's just basic. Nothing really stands out to me from just like the few pictures that I've seen online to where I think it's like a must-cop sneaker or anything like that. But, you know, it's a Jordan 4, it's going to sell out. So, you know, if you're a woman that want to pick this up, or, you know, you're a man that really likes this colorway or something like that, dropping on February 24th for $200. Up next on our list, releasing on February 26th, we have the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in the University Gold and Light Bordeaux colorway. Retail price tag for this sneaker is going to be $170. Now, at first glance, when I first saw pictures of this Jordan 1 months ago, this looked like a Lakers colorway to me, but it's really not, guys. The colors are a little bit lighter than like Laker colors and stuff like that. So all those Laker fans that thought you were getting, you know, like your home team colors on a sneaker, I have some bad news for you. It doesn't appear to be that way at all. But nevertheless, this is going to be an Air Jordan Retro that sells out. Just like all of them, guys, they don't really sit unless they're just god awful, which they're normally not that bad, to be honest with you. I'm kind of intrigued by this sneaker. I don't necessarily think that this is like a must-cop, something that I absolutely need to have. Once again, I'll be interested to see, you know, more additional pictures and, you know, reviews online and stuff like that when it comes to this one, to see if this is a sneaker that I'll be interested in picking up. I don't know if it's going to be like, you know, the most sought-after sneaker or anything like that. It's a little bit of an odd colorway in my opinion. If this was a Laker colorway, instant sellout, probably worth a lot of money, you know, out on the resale market and stuff like that, especially over time. But since this colorway is a little bit different, I'm not really sure at this time. Like I said, I'm interested to see what happens with this sneaker, what happens with the actual release, but you know, it will sell out. This sneaker interests you, it's going to be dropping on February 26th for $170. But guys, I want to wish you all the best of luck on any sneaker that you want to pick up in the month of February. Now, the month of January was super dry. There really wasn't like a whole lot of releases or anything like that. But I think a lot of releases in the month of February are going to sell out maybe even a little bit quicker than normal because, you know, we're in tax time. People are going to have refunds and stuff like that. They're going to have a little bit more disposable income. And since it's been so dry, you know, I think there's going to be a little bit more hype back behind things that typically probably wouldn't be there just because it's been so long since we've gotten like a whole bunch of releases and stuff like that. So thank you so much for stopping over at my channel. Thanks for all the support. I really do appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you so much once again. And until next video, peace.